today we're going to have a load of fun with Toobin. This was a game that I played a heck of a lot in the arcade. Real favourite of mine. I did sit in quite a lot of arcades, so quite surprised I couldn't actually find a cabinet image of the game. So let me just load it up. There is a cabinet image on the flyer, so you can kind of get to see it. Had quite a big marquee. So as the name suggests, you're basically paddling down a river, avoiding all the obstacles on a rubber tube. Now, what could get more fun than that? So it's a two-player game. Obviously, you play against a friend. I've never actually played it as a two-player, unfortunately. So if you play as one player, you actually have a computer-controlled character who is actually really bloody annoying. Now, this has a really nice title screen on it as well, which takes a while to get to, but I think if I press a button or so, it'll take me there. There we go. One of the best title screens I've ever seen on a game. Really bright colours and sort of really just shows the actual fun that's in the game. So basically I'm going to play 2 games of this, and I'll explain the reason why once I've finished the first game. Now, it uses buttons. As you can see, there's the button set layout here. The only difference I've got is that this button is basically up here, but other than that, pretty much the same. So it almost is like playing the arcade cabinet. So let's put my first credit in, see how far I can get down the river on 1 credit. For some reason it took a while to get started then. So you use your buttons to paddle around. You've got to go through the gates. If you don't go through the gates, or you can avoid the gates, but if you miss the gates, eventually a crocodile will come after you. Now if you get through a gate whilst it's coming after you, it will go away, or if you manage to drop down one of these waterfalls. Now, as you can see already, my computer controlled character is miles behind me, so he's holding me up. He'll also fight me for the gates. So you can get cans to pick up along the way. At the moment it says I've got 8 cans. Each time I pick one up, I'll get more. And as you're on a tube, you don't get lives, you get patches. So obviously each patch will fix your tube if you get a puncture. All the patches gone means game over. Now you can knock people out with your cans, but of course they are limited, so you've got to be careful. There he goes, he's going to try and knock me out of the way and get the gate. So anything here will actually puncture your tube. So obviously stun the people that have got fishing rods. This will hit me, or this will puncture me. So again, stun it, and it will sink to the bottom. Now you can also pick up 6-packs, which, whilst I played in the arcades, I actually just thought the 6-pack gave you 6 extra cans. But in actual fact, I've since found out that it gives you infinite cans, so you can really let loose with the cans. So that's what you really want to do. You really want to find the 6-pack, and there is one there. So there's a 6-pack. So now I've got infinite cans. I can let all hell break loose on anything I come by. So obviously you've got to avoid twigs, but a lot of these twigs, sometimes they hide Toobin letters or a beach ball. I don't want the beach ball. The beach ball makes you speed up, and I find it almost uncontrollable. So as you notice, there's a bit of treasure underneath that twig. But obviously the rapids will take you down as well. Now you'll notice that my computer controlled character has disappeared. That's because he's lost all his patches. But unfortunately, he will come back and annoy me when I get onto the next section of the course. So there's another 6-pack. Well, I've already got one, so I don't need to worry about that. Right, I don't want the beach ball, as I say. If I pick it up, I just find it so difficult. I don't want to go that way, that's a beach ball. But say, don't hang around, because the more you hang around, the more a crocodile will come after you. But see, this is just absolute fun to play. So I can imagine it being a lot more fun with 2 of you, especially if you are fighting it out between you. So now my computer controlled irritating friend will come back and join me. What I also like about this game is that the music changes with the scene as well. So right now we know that we've probably got Indians on our way because of that type of music. And there we go, my computer control friend is fighting me for the gate. So he's going to hang about there now, so he's holding me up. Again, if you go too fast, you'll end up running into something. So the idea is also to try and set up your computer control friend to take the hit instead of you. Now I'm sure if you've got all Toobin letters, that you probably get a bonus. But I'm lucky if I actually get one, let alone all of them. Right, he's going to fight me for that gate, and we've missed it, so I could get a crocodile in a moment, unless I get through this gate. Okay, so now I've got creatures coming after me as well, which means rushing, which makes you rush, and of course then you just rush into something and lose a patch. So you do get points for obviously hitting people, so when you've got infinite cans, it's really useful. So if you don't have infinite cans, and if you lose a life, there's a patch, so I've got another life. Yeah, if you get punctured, you will lose your infinite cans. So that means you've got to find them again, which sometimes is easy, sometimes is not. Right, so we've got a rapid here, so that means we're going to be moving fast. Right, so my computer control friend has died once more. Right, I've now got a fly that's about to come and get me. Managed to get away from him. Or her, maybe. Managed to avoid that one. Again, so you rush around and yeah, you run into trouble. So not quite so difficult on the earlier stages, but once you reach the later stages, it does get quite tricky. So now the computer controlled irritating friend comes back. He'll come down and annoy me, no doubt. So it's that middle button that's used to throw cans, which is why it's probably a little bit easier when it's lower down, but perfectly easy enough to play on this cabinet with 6 buttons that are there. The only button that's not used is the top middle button. Right, this could be trouble. Okay, here he comes. Let's let my computer controlled friend take the bait. That is the use of having him there. Now the snakes are okay, provided you don't go near their heads. Computer control friend comes back again. So always useful to hit as many objects as you can with your tin cans, obviously, not with your tube, because you just might find a little bonus underneath it. Here comes the crocodile again. He got through, so my computer control friend got through, so he was fine. Now we've got thunder and lightning to get us. Oh no, I've been hit. I've still got 4 patches left, which is not bad going. I hate these submarines. Ah, couldn't get away from it. Oh, and there's another patch, so let's get that patch. Whilst my computer control friend isn't there, I've got free reign of the screen, and this is obviously why you have a computer control friend, because it stops you having free reign of the screen. Now it looks like, yep, so I've reached the end of the first course. Now I believe there are 3 courses in the entire game. I've never got through all 3, so I don't know what happens if you actually do. I usually only get through onto the second course. The second course is a lot tougher. for obvious reasons. See you later in the game. Oh, and I'm forgetting that when you start the second course, already forgotten that I don't have infinite cans. So I'm restricted on my cans again. So if you notice I've now only got 4, let's get another one to make it 5 because I'm going to need them for this bit. Alright, so there should be one here, yeah, so infinite cans again, which is definitely needed. Ah, look at that, it just hit me straight away. So now I've no longer got my infinite cans, which makes it a lot harder. So it's a case of carefully navigate my way around this section to try and find another set, or another 6-pack for infinite cans. So on this, at this point you really want to be getting through as many gates as possible because the crocodiles do come out a lot quicker. There's a 6-pack and he's going to be, and he's got me. I should have just not bothered really, shouldn't I? That's 2 patches gone. So it's much trickier now on this course. Oh! So I just lost 3 lives or patches in the space of a few seconds. Ah! Doesn't look like I'm going to get a lot further. Especially with this annoying little turd stopping me from getting through the gap. And I just managed to get to the gate before the croc got me. Oh, there's a Toobin letter. So I've managed to get 1, but say I don't think I've ever got more than 1 in any course. So I've got to be careful now because I am on my last patch. Right, where is this thing going to throw it? Let's go this way. Try and keep out of his way. See if we can... there's another 6-pack. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. There we go. The penguins jumped on me. Okay, so that's game 1 played. Now, hang around for game 2. Because we're going to see my score in a minute. I can't remember what I got. It'll be around the 300,000 mark. There we go, so it's 325,144. Let me just put my name in, not that it matters. Okay, so 325,144. Now on this game, I'm going to beat that score in about 5 seconds. It's the one thing I just don't like about this game. It just seems silly. So let me put in my second credit, play a whole new game. So 325,000. Now at the start of this stage, there's a warp. Here it is, to class 2. If I warp to class 2, I immediately get a bonus of 600,000 points. So I've already beaten, in seconds, my last score by just skipping the whole of course 1. Now I can do it again. Go to class 3. And look, I've got another 600,000 points. So in just about 10 seconds, I've got 1,204,000 points, jumping straight to the 3rd course. Now, obviously, this is a lot harder, but back in the day when obviously you're all trying to beat each other's high scores, it kind of, in my mind, just makes a mockery of it. I don't know why they didn't make it just slightly less of a score than if you actually played through the entire course. Because then it would have at least made it a little bit worthwhile. They should maybe have given you, say, 200,000 points for the warp. And then your score would have been less than if you worked your way through the entire course. But 600,000 just seems a bit much in my opinion. Okay, so I've now got the beach ball. I didn't want that. That's going to make me really fast. I really don't like the beach ball. It does make you too fast. You sort of like you've got no control. There we go. Straight into it. There's a 6-pack. Straight into a twig. I just had no control over that at all. At least I've got a 6-pack though, which will help. That was a little bit lucky. My computer control friend is getting in my way and sending me into that tail. Doesn't kill you. It just sends you back up, which obviously gives you a chance of being killed. So it's nice to be able to play on the later levels. Ah! That's it. Oh, so it was two gone in one go. Let's get another 6-pack. But at least when I do lose a patch, I also lose the beach ball speed up. Yeah, some people probably like the beach ball. I personally don't. So there's a Toobin letter, but I'm not going to rush after it. I really don't care if I get it or not, to be honest. Oh, I nearly went straight into that. Oh, that twig just actually appeared out of nowhere. So they obviously come back. I didn't know that. Right, so I'm now out. It's going to come back. And I've died again. So that is game over. But as you can see, I actually got a whopping great big score there. Without even really doing anything. So what did I actually get? 1,258,596. It's just, yeah, it's great to go on to jump the stage and go on to another stage, but I just think the actual points reward, just a bit much. That's my opinion. What do you think? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That's Toobin. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon.